Servus Leute, willkommen zurück zu Tales of Aris. Wir sind hier in der, wie spricht man das aus? Achso, ne, da links oben. In den Adern-Ruinen. Es gibt ja auch, glaube ich, einen Adernsee hier. Wir möchten uns weiter umgucken und hier jetzt ein paar Tiere platt machen. Immer noch Teil der Oh, es hat sich geändert. Immer noch Teil der Aufnahmesession hier. Der dritte Part. Aber, naja, die Aufnahmesessions von Tales of Aris sind nie sonderlich lang. War ja klar, dass ich auf die Schnauze krieg. Was ist eigentlich besser? Kritisch oder Schwäche? Wow, das war gut. Ja, Doalim. Was zum? Vielleicht kann ich das andere auch platt machen. Irgendwie nicht. Hau mal. Booms, weggeboxt. Ja, jetzt. Ah, perfekt. Wir waren eh gerade nebeneinander. Oder es war Zufall. Komm her. Freezing Storm. Ihr frisst den. Einfach Attacken spammen. Oh, schon wieder. Das ist der geilste Move überhaupt. So. Das ist ein Angelplatz. Da mich das Angeln null interessiert, hau ich hier ab. Sorry, aber ist nun mal so. Vielleicht finde ich hier was in der Ecke. Nee, leider nicht. Ah. Ja, gute Idee. Mache ich gleich mal. Die Freundin... verdammt. So, Bauernhof. 3-mal Rind. Dann einmal Huhn. Normalen Futter. Einmal Schwein. Und einmal Pferd. So. Das Blöde ist, ich habe kein Geld. Das ist der Megaknochen. Weizen, goldenes Langschwert, Unwetterstein. Komm. Und gepeitschte Mähne habe ich sowieso mehr als genug. Reis. Halbmenschlicher Muskel. Das sind so komische Items hier bei mir. Was habe ich sonst noch? Orangengelee? Ne? Nein. Hiervon können ein paar geopfert werden. Ich muss sämtliches... Ja, das hier bringt viel. Ich muss sämtliches Zeug verkaufen hier, nur weil die Entwickler hier offensichtlich nicht so sehr nachgedacht haben, was das Geld angeht. So, kaufen. Davon könnte ich 12, aber im Kampf sind die quasi nutzlos. Ich meine, außerhalb des Kampfes sind sie nützlich, ja, aber... Ich meine, 400 KP ist nicht sonderlich viel mehr. Da war es besser als das mit dem Prozent, von wegen 30%. Ich meine, hier sind die Apfelgelees teurer als in den Vorgängerspielen und sie bringen weniger. Also eigentlich ist das sogar ein doppelter Rückschritt im Vergleich zu allen anderen Tales of Spielen. Schade. Warum macht man sowas? Das verstehe ich nicht. 2000 Zitronengelee. Ja, komm. Jetzt habe ich zwar nicht mehr allzu viel Heilung, aber... Ja, das stört mich in diesem Spiel auch. So ganz schön. Also es gibt so viele Dinge, die mich in diesem Spiel leider stören. Im Vergleich zu den Vorgängerteilen. Grillhähnchen. Minchen und Pfeffer. Ein ganzes Hähnchen, das für lange Zeit gegrillt wurde. Aromatische Säfte treten aus, wenn man die krosse Haut abzieht. Kocheffekt dunkles Mal. Keine Ahnung, was dunkles Mal ist, aber ansonsten, ne. Law könnte Speckbrötchen machen. Ah, da ist Eiscreme. Natürlich macht Lieblingsgericht-Effekt Winwell. Ein Dessert aus gefrorener Milch und Eiern. Obwohl es an heißen Tagen nichts Besseres gibt, ist es auch an kalten Tagen nicht zu verachten. Hier habe ich gar nichts. Schön. Oh, das können sogar 3 Leute kochen. Na gut, mach mal Grillhähnchen. Mit Erfen. Ja, jetzt gibt es erstmal Grillhändel für alle.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is.
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Also jetzt in der Cutscene, also allein am Anfang der Cutscene habe ich schon angefangen zu lachen, weil ich wusste natürlich, was Sache ist und wie alle reagieren und vor allem wie Shion Angst hat nachzufragen. Auch irgendwie lustig.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Infernale Zunge, oh je. Eisenhackbeil. Ein schlitzender Zwei-Treffer-Gegenangriff. Wird aktiviert, wenn man während der Vorbereitung auf einen gegnerischen Angriff getroffen wird. Okay, klingt irgendwie nicht so geil. K.O.-Schutz, das klingt natürlich besser. Gut, dann werde ich hier mal was. Verwüstung habe ich schon. Also eines könnte ich noch freischalten, ganz rechts. Ihr habt nicht so viele Punkte alle. Gut, dann lassen wir es. Wieso müssen wir noch... Na, egal. Wird schon passen. So, ist hier sonst noch was? Nö. Geht's jetzt endlich mal weiter in ein neues Gebiet, das ich nicht kenne. Lord des Winds und Herrscherin über Mahaksa. Ah, das ist die Frau.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Ah, zur Werft. Ah, gut. Also quasi wie ein Hafen. Ah, ja, da vorne ist mein Ziel. Plattfisch. Im Normalfall würde ich jetzt den Part beenden und nächstes Mal weitermachen, weil das hier sieht nach Dungeon aus. Aber andererseits 12 Minuten? Nee, es ist lächerlich. Kraftschmankerl, jawohl. 3000 bei allen. Wow. Das bräuchte ich öfter. Aber nö. Das Spiel ist geizig. Makrelen, okay. Da muss ich hin. Ist hier noch was? Vielleicht finde ich hier noch irgendwo was. Lalala. Nö, das heißt, ich muss jetzt höchstwahrscheinlich aufs Schiff rauf. Das sieht moderner aus, als ich es erst erwartet hätte. Ja gut. Rauf aufs Schiff. Oder auch nicht. Den Captain reden.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry. Damn! So we missed her! You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Okay, der scheint sympathisch zu sein. Ja, dann wahrscheinlich wird das dann mein Schiff sein. Ich kenne ja auch schon aus Tales of Symphonia und Tales of Vesperia, dass man ebenfalls mit Schiffen unterwegs ist, aber nicht mit so einem modernen. Nun gut. Ja, wir sind bereit, in See zu stechen. Dann haltet euch besser gut fest, denn es könnte ungemütlich werden.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's still exit.
Konnte ich nach den anderen Gruppenmitgliedern? Ja!
I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Ah, ihr spawnt erst. Das kenne ich schon, von wegen die Gruppe trennt sich. Ey.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Ja, da merkt man wirklich, dass Rinwell noch ein Kind ist und Alphen erwachsen. Beziehungsweise Law ist auch erwachsen. Davon ist Shion, okay, mit der rede ich zum Schluss. Dann haben wir hier Kisara.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim.
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Ich wollte gerade sagen, auf einmal ist er nicht mehr schlecht, aber gut. Ja. Diese Cutscene, also diese Gespräche, sind zwar ganz schön anzusehen, aber sie dauern einfach viel zu lange. Das ist ja fast schon nervig. Ich meine, es ist schön, wenn man was erfährt und so, aber es ist fast nervig. Auch nur... Wie viel habe ich? Achso. Ja, gut. Wie gesagt, das ist fast nervig. Gut, aber ich werde hier die Aufnahme beenden. Vielleicht die Aufnahmesession beenden und dann mache ich nächstes Mal weiter. Da muss ich noch mit Law, mit Shion ganz zum Schluss und mit Dohalim reden. Also Dohalim, Law Und am Ende dann auch mit Shion. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, das war Tales of Ares. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Pfiat euch.